Hi, my name is David Bongers. I'm 36 years old. I'm 6'2" and roughly about 510 pounds. I want to be the next Biggest Loser. I think I'm mindseted enough long enough that I need to do this, I want to do this, and I'm ready to do this. A lot of my weights just crept on me over years. I was a pretty, I guess, normal kid till about age 6. That's when I got into an accident, and I was in a body cast for a while, wheelchair, crutches. I had to learn how to walk again. So after that, weight just crept on and just keep going, and you know, you don't pay attention to it because it creeps up so slowly, but it adds up. So for 30 years, I've gained nothing but weight. Graduated high school probably at about 250. As you can tell, I'm about another 260 pounds more than that. I met my wife when I was a senior in high school. Well, actually, I was 18, just graduated from high school, and been with her for 18 years, and we both just gained weight. It's not from her cooking by any means. She's not a very good cook. I'm a pretty decent cook. I like to cook. I'm also a cake decorator. I do that on the side. I actually have a full-time employment. I work for Sherwin-Williams Paint Company. I shake a lot of paint. Let's see. Since I've been with my wife, I've gained probably, 260 pounds since I've been with my wife. We have one child. She's 14. My wife and my child are both heavy. Not as bad as me, thank God. But you know, they need to work with it too, and we all just need a motivation and just you know, a way and a chance to do it. And I live in Gallup, New Mexico. I'd like to be a pillar in the community to help to show that, you know, you can lose weight. Anybody can lose weight, no matter your size, shape, color, race, don't matter. Anybody can lose weight. You just got to have the right tools. I've lived anywhere from Florida to Alaska. I have 2 brothers, 1 sister. I'm the biggest in the family, so everybody's smaller than me. It's been quite difficult in times. You know, my younger brother is 10 years younger than me. You know, if you see him and see pictures of us, it's hard to believe that that's both of us at the same age, and we look pretty much identical. And he's my mini-me, and I'm the big guy. He's the mini-me.
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm David's mom. David desperately needs help. When he was 6, he was in an accident, lost part of his foot, has multiple scars on his body, and I think this kind of brought him down. He spent 4 weeks in the hospital in skeletal traction, and then 10 weeks after that in a cast. Had to learn how to walk, and at that age it's pretty hard. Trying to compensate for the boredom, I guess I was partially guilty of overfeeding, and food became a comfort item, which it's been for me for a long time also. Just gradually the weight came on and on and on and on. David's been on a couple different diets. He's been able to lose some weight in the past, but as soon as a certain, 2 or 3 weeks, then he starts checking it back on. He can eat, he would eat 3 or 4 regular portions of food and still be hungry. Ice cream, sweets, gotta have something like that at night before you go to bed. When he met Susan and they got married, neither he nor Susan did much cooking. Their schedules kind of conflicted, so they would go out to eat a lot. And as we all know, eating out is a difficult thing to do if you're watching your weight. You have to watch what you order. When David's younger brother Steve was born, I have pictures of the 2 of them at about the same age. They look almost identical. It's very, very difficult to tell them apart. If if it wasn't for the clothes or the place they were at. You know, I can tell by that which is which. David needs help. He's borderline, I'm sure he's at least borderline, if not a full-blown diabetic. He has difficulty breathing. We do live in a high-altitude area, but he has a lot of difficulty breathing, going up and down the steps. Just, he's developing more and more physical problems all the time, and it needs to stop. He just doesn't seem to have enough gumption to do something and keep it going on his own. At church, he probably spends 6 to 8 hours a week at church cooking meals for after services, making cheesecakes, decorating cakes for people's weddings. He stays very busy doing a lot of food things, but he hasn't learned how to cook properly for himself. He needs help. He needs to be taught how to do these things appropriately. He needs to realize his wife or his daughter aren't always going to be there to give him his shoes, help him put his shoes on, to help him get out of a chair, to help him get off the couch. He needs help. And if he doesn't get some help, I'm afraid I'm going to be attending his funeral before too long. I'm sure it won't be much more than a year or two at the rate he's going. The other day he went to move my husband's truck. He couldn't even sit under the steering wheel in a big truck. The steering wheel was hitting his legs and he had difficulties moving the truck. He really needs your help. Please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, and I know under those circumstances where there's a control force, he will give 110%, and he will do things that we cannot imagine that he would do. But he needs that guidance. He needs that more or less closed environment. He's a giver, he helps people, he would do anything for somebody else. And hopefully you folks can do something to help him before it's too late. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is David Bongers, and I think my dad should be accepted to be the next biggest loser because he's a great dad, and I really want to be able to, you know, spend time with him, play around with him. I'd like to be able to go outside and play tennis with him without him having a heart attack or having to sit down after 5 minutes and, you know, being able to interact with me. And I'd like to go on roller coasters and be able to just have fun with him, and I'd like him to be there for my wedding, and I'd like him just to be around there for me.
Hi, my name is Susan Bongers. I'm David's wife. We've been together, like he had said previously, for 18 years. We have a 14-year-old daughter. David is the man of the house. He is our motivator. As he has mentioned, me and our daughter, we're all three heavy. We all three need to do something. And we know that if he brings good eating habits and good exercise habits and good lifelong habits back home, then we'll incorporate it in our lives as well. I want him to be around for a lot of years. He used to say that he would be dead before he was 30. And thank God he's still alive. But if he doesn't do something, that's not going to be true for long. So we want him to be the next biggest loser so he can be our next biggest winner and leader of our family.
He's been with us. He and his wife and daughter have lived with us for the last almost 3.5 years. And if he won the $250,000, my husband and I would have our house back to ourselves.